problem with my bike. And you know where is the next village where I can go for repairing?
Geraldine is an adventurer. Here in India, she's living out her passion for travel. At 27 years old, this young woman from Normandy organizes motorcycle tours. Now she's scouting Rajasthan for new circuits to offer her clients, bikers like her in love with India's most enchanting side.
English? No English?
It looks good. I've been waiting a long time. I hope they understood what I want. Otherwise, we're up a creek.
Wow. Dania what, huh? Or help. Very nice.
It was a bit rough to get there, but it didn't turn out too bad after all. It went very well, in fact. We'll probably share a tea afterwards.
Riding in India, like Geraldine is doing, is a trip back in time. Udaipur, Jodhpur, Ajmer, Jaipur, just the names of these ancient royal cities of Rajasthan is a whiff of exoticism and a call to travel. This state in the northwest is a vast region in the image of India itself, the planet's second most populated country. Every year, Geraldine covers thousands of kilometers on her bike. Her territory, Rajasthan, Ladakh, Nepal, Kerala. Geraldine is scouting out new circuits. Now she's on her way to the Ombana Temple, the goal of this reconnaissance trip. About 400 kilometers away, somewhere between Udaipur and Jodhpur, it has become a holy site dedicated to the motorcycle god. Seeing Geraldine pass through these remote villages is quite a surprise for the locals. A woman traveling alone never fails to arouse curiosity. India is a country where women's emancipation and advancement are an ongoing struggle.
Namaste ji. Kumbargar possible this way? Yeah? Achha. So, this is Kumbalgar. Okay?
I'm trying to find my way. I'm looking for back roads, so the idea is to roam free. That's the charm of the motorcycle. 6 months ago, it was a very isolated village. You could reach it only by rocky trails. And now they've built an asphalt road. It's much easier to get there. This road is a chance to flesh out the circuits. I can pass through new places where people are still surprised to see me.
You wanna come?
It takes pluck to satisfy a yearning for adventure. On Rajasthan's trails and back roads, Geraldine is perhaps touching the heart of the Indians, for whom a free, independent young woman is something of a rarity.
I decided to go traveling, mainly in the USA and in Australia. From there, I came to India, initially because I had a great job offer, but also because India is such a colorful country. I had such a vivid image of it. I had no idea what I was in for. This place really touched me. I just fell in love with the country, with the motorcycle, and with an Indian man.
This land of contrast and legend would change her life. Geraldine decided to settle here and even get married.
We're in the heart of the Aravelli Mountains, a range that stretches 700 kilometers north to south, from Delhi to Gujarat. It's the only hilly part of Rajasthan. All the rest is plains and desert. The winding roads are a real treat for us bikers. It's a true privilege to be able to ride in a setting like this. You find yourself in landscapes that you could never have imagined. Just 1 hour riding and you're doing trails, and that's when you really appreciate it. You think, I've earned this. It's such a gift. You can easily get attached to the Royal Enfield. It was my very first motorcycle, so of course I have a soft spot for it. I also like it for other reasons. It has an incredible look. It makes this really wild noise. When we go through the little villages and out in the countryside, the people are delighted to see us on their motorcycle, because after all, it is the emblematic motorcycle of India. It's a very old bike. It has its vintage charm.
Geraldine is riding a legend. She has found the ideal way of discovering this mythical country. The story of this motorcycle goes back to England of the late 19th century. At that time, it was manufactured in a factory that also made guns, revolvers, and ammunition. The slogan for the motorcycle was, "Made like a gun, runs like a bullet." During World War II, on D-Day, these motorcycles landed with the Allied forces on the Normandy beaches. After independence, the Indian Army was equipped with Royal Enfield bullets. It was produced in the south of the country and became a symbol. For 7,000 kilometers away, in Old England, the production was running out of steam, and the world was changing. In the late 1960s, an Indian engineer bought the blueprints of the motorcycle. It's no longer an elderly English lady. Royal Enfield became a young Indian woman, and with its retro style, as timeless as India itself. Geraldine doesn't speak Hindi, one of the country's 22 official languages. In India, only a minority of the population understands English. In Rajasthan, the language barrier adds a little spice to her adventure, but Geraldine's motorcycle is an ideal passport.
que j'aime particulièrement ici.
What I like the most here is the people. That's what keeps me here. When I look up to the side of the road, I see people with their faces just beaming with smiles. They try to stop us. Sometimes we'll give them a ride and drop them off 5 kilometers further on. Other times, we'll pick up school children who have to walk 10 kilometers every day. They're glad to get a ride. That's the thing I love here. It's something you can't find anywhere else on earth.
You can't visit Rajasthan without hitting the big cities of this land where the heart of India beats. On her way to the holy temple of the motorcycle, Geraldine makes a halt in Udaipur. This city is an important stopover on the motorcycle tours she leads. Udaipur is a must for visitors in search of tales and wonders.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Geraldine is meeting one of the most respected men of the region, the Maharaja of Udaipur, a descendant of India's oldest family of aristocrats. The kings no longer play a part in politics. All the Maharajahs are responsible for opening their palaces to visitors.
Oh, how nice.
Yes.
You live and you live for today. So whatever you do, you've got to make it relevant to today. What was relevant 100 years ago, our forefathers did. We have to do and we have to live in a manner which is relevant for today.
Geraldine, along with some of the dignitaries of the city, has been invited to a special ceremony at the palace. The Maharaja is celebrating his birthday. In India, splendor and the extraordinary often exist side by side with the most modest lives. This is what Geraldine would like to bring others to discover. 400 kilometers later, she arrives at Ombana, a holy site, a temple dedicated to the motorcycle. Spirituality is everywhere in India. All superstitions, all miracles are possible in this land where the gods number in the thousands. Hundreds of voyagers stop here every day. They come to solicit the protection of the god of bikers and the open road. Around 20 years ago on this spot, Ombana died riding a Royal Enfield. People say that after the accident, the motorcycle came back to the scene of the tragedy all on its own. This is why a temple has been erected on the side of the road here. Ever since, this motorcycle has been an object of worship.
This is the famous Enfield of the accident. It's an old bike between 40 and 50 years old, and they haven't touched it. It's just as it was at the time. Everyone brings it offerings. They all come to deposit flowers, food, sweets, money. Any kind of offering is valid to be blessed with luck. Right, that's it. It's all about luck.
Tam 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 swaha, om raksha raksha swaha.
I've been blessed. I can get back on the road at peace. At least for the next few weeks, I'll be protected.
Namaste.
In India, tradition and modernity meet head-on. It's a world where everyone's destiny is in the hands of the gods. For Geraldine, it's not only a country born from the realm of legends, she has found her part of the dream here as well.
I'm waiting for Praveen, my future husband. We're going to continue the trip together. He shouldn't be long now.
Hey baby, how are you?
For Geraldine, a new life is waiting just around the corner here in 21st century India. In a few months, she will marry Praveen, a Bollywood dancer from New Delhi. But that's another story.